you're here. Come in, come in. I hope you're ready this time because I've been writing like crazy lately. You don't have any written again? You know what my grandma says about stuff like this. She says, when you don't finish what you start, you're not looking through the trees, but the light. I don't really know what that means. Do you? You don't? Okay, well, you can't be missing out on our poetry sessions. We're comrades of poetry. We're like... Well, I guess poetry is more of a solo endeavor. That doesn't matter. We're still a team. And it's important. It may seem like it isn't. Like it's some silly thing we do every week. But this is art, and art is the blood of life. If we didn't have art, what would we have? Dirt and plants? Now, I didn't say plants weren't important, to be fair. They are food sometimes, and they help us breathe. But we wouldn't have culinary arts. We'd just eat from the ground or trees. We wouldn't have stoves. We wouldn't even have language. Language is an art. So, without your poetry, the world is a little more sad. That's the reality. I mean, I could read them by myself again. You enjoyed that? I feel like that's just an excuse, but I guess that's fine. Maybe you're right. Maybe you are more of a listener. But then how will we do these sessions in the future? You just come over and listen to me and read my poems? What would we do instead? Well, if you think of anything, let me know. I think I can read you my stuff once in a while, but it may get old. We better get to it. I may have lectured you long enough. I could keep going, but I think I made my point. All right. Where to start? Where to start? This one. This one is called, Is It More Than the Tangible? An empty caress, mind under duress. It's what I feared. You're no longer here. Or were you ever, during these endeavors? If solely in spirit, was it enough? Is an existence tangible persistence? Or could it be more than we see? But if the latter actually matters, what is it really? What is love? So, what did you think? Yes, the same as last time. I still want you to participate. When I'm done, you can sleep. I don't want you falling asleep in the middle again. I'll wake you up. Should I take it as a compliment? I'm not going to read it again just because you didn't pay attention. You should be paying attention. That's the whole point. I do love your company, but it would mean a lot to me that you pay attention. Sort of. Okay, then why did you want me to read it again? I'm glad you liked it. I'd like more feedback, though. Will you elaborate? It's not necessarily about death, but it could be. Grief? Sure. Just in general is a good way to put it. I meant for it to be more obscure. Writing sad poems doesn't make the world more sad. On the contrary. Well, think about it this way. If the sadness has nowhere to go, it stays with us. Sad art gives it a vessel. It gives it a place to go. I don't know if I want to tell you what it means to me. I like your interpretation just fine. Nope, not telling you. This next one is called The Cat. There's a cat on my lap, a precious cat. He doesn't know how much I love him. I wish he did, but I don't know how to show him. So I do my best by giving him food. I brush his fur, scratch his ears. I let him sit on my lap for hours on end. Even if I need to go somewhere, it can wait. We've been on adventures against his will. We traveled the country, went to the vet. He doesn't like our adventures very much. He prefers my lap. I bandaged him up when he got a scratch. I give him medicine when he is sick. It's been 13 years of this, and for 13 years, he loves to rub my face and sit on my lap. There's a cat on my lap, a precious cat. Maybe he knows how much I love him. I think he does, and he shows me he knows by sitting on my lap every day. What do you think? Thanks. I have to have at least one about my cat each time, it seems. I'm glad. I wish my cat knew I wrote this about him, but he's not a fan of the arts. He doesn't really know what they are, which is fair. He's just a cat anyway. It is the best to be chosen by a cat. It's pretty much an honor. There are not many things in this world that feel as great. Okay. Next one. This one is named She Knows. The snow glistens in the moonlight. You can see the tracks through the front yard to the mailbox, and they come straight back. But not just one set. Her car sits in the driveway, no tracks in or out. The porch lights steady yet dim. In the house, the lights are off except for a lamp and a phone. The whole world in her room, all at once. Notifications blink, but she's writing. It's as if she doesn't know or isn't aware, but she knows. Dust lingers, fingers tap, clicks echo. All is entered, nothing back. It's not to anyone but herself. She types, "Is this what I wanted? I don't know." What about this one? No, it's not about me. It's not even snowing. And I do things. Right now, we're doing something. I think my evidence suffices. It's just a poem. I'm not defensive. Fine. Maybe it resonates with a point in my life, but I'm fine. I just thought maybe someone would need to hear it somewhere, someday. You know? I'm thinking about posting it. That's why I need your feedback. I value it so much. Well, the internet is the internet. You know what I mean? What if it's cringe? I like that. I like that a lot. If you're not free to be cringe, you're not really free. That's a good way to put it. Okay, you talked me into it, but not right now. We're still in the middle of this. Yes, I have more. Remember, don't fall asleep until the end. You're not fooling me. I can see your eyes getting drowsy already. It's remarkable you paid attention to the last one. Okay, I'll do the next one. I feel you're just trying to speed me up so you can sleep. This one is titled, Just Because. It's so pretty what you call me, much deeper than a friend. No longer feel a longing, except when our call ends. A theft of my heart, don't want to let you down. So I take the deep dive when we're apart, not afraid if I will drown. Because even though I saved myself, you're like oxygen to me. I am brave enough to delve into the deepest sea. Because these are the greatest days beyond a past of despair. The way your melody plays is something lovely and rare. The notes atone surreal. I feel everything in your songs. Your voice helps me heal all that's gone wrong. I couldn't be more grateful for all that you do. For the days that come are fateful, just because of you. Hey, stay awake. I need your input. I can't just go off my own opinion. I need an unbiased one. Or a different perspective, you know what I mean. Yeah, it's a love poem. But what about the music references? I'm not so sure about those. Well, I feel the ocean references were pretty solid, but the music references don't seem as strong. You get it. Any advice? I'll take that into consideration. Thank you. Okay, I have a few more. This one is called Strange. Invisible walls, illegible scrolls, reflections I see aren't even me. Fall into despair, come up for air. They think I'm deranged. I call it strange. It's nothing. Don't make me speak. You won't believe what I've seen. Multiple faces, charred disgraces, ascended masters, horrific disasters. Could these be true or make-believe? It's not like reality makes more sense. Could I be in any more suspense? What's right side up or turned on its head? Given a cup for what's been said. But the cup's filled with malice, I'm losing my balance. Fall through a time warp and into your heart. Wake up in my bed, just by a thread, and go through the day, living this way. And you're asleep. You look asleep. It's fine. You stayed up longer than last time, at least. Okay, if you were so awake, what did you think of this one? Yeah, that's the name of it. Sure, you could say it is, but I wouldn't consider that feedback. I knew it. No, I'm just giving you a hard time. You can sleep. Can I keep sharing, though? Okay, I just have one more anyway. This one is called Who Knew? This locked room kept me protected. Fair to assume I was disconnected. They ripped me to shreds and left me for scraps. But this unbreakable thread filled in the gaps. Didn't expect to see beauty in him. The intense effect led me on a whim. Call me obsessed, that was the truth. Became hard to digest that he left me to. I ended up facing myself, offered a cup in the middle of hell. She said what you saw in him was you, so instead be in awe with all that you do. I feel a warmth in my heart. I thought it'd never start. Who knew that within was the best place to begin? Is this happy? In my dreams, I feel everything. Good night.